After adverbs, we are going to learn adjectives. Adjectives, this is also another category of grammatical particles that is very important in our spoken language, even written. Adjectives are words, or an adjective is a word used to modify a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives are words used to make the meaning of a noun or a pronoun more definite. Words used in this way are called modifiers. So adjectives are called modifiers. They are there to modify nouns and pronouns. An adjective may modify a noun or a pronoun by telling what kind it is. For example, red hair, new idea, warm weather. An adjective may indicate which one. For example, this car, those coats, that car. So this, those, that, they are adjectives. They modify cats, coats, and car. An adjective may tell how many. For example, 76. For example, 2 boys, many people. So these are adjectives. They tell how many. An adjective is not always placed next to the word it modifies. It may be separated from the words it modifies by other words, especially when it modifies a pronoun. For example, the coat was very expensive. Expensive coat. We say the coat was very expensive. Note, an adjective modifying a pronoun is almost always separated from the pronoun. She looked old. So old modifies she, which is a pronoun. So she looked old. This is what concerns adjectives. Articles are also part of adjectives. That's why in other books they combine articles and adjectives. And in that book, that type of book, you will get that they give 8 as the number of adjectives. I mean the particles. That is the parts of speech. Articles are most frequently used as adjectives, as I said. We have 3 of them: a, we have an, and the. These little words are usually called articles. A and an are indefinite articles. They refer to one of a general group. For example, a woman won the prize. An otter slid down the bank. We waited an hour. So a and an are articles used for singular nouns. A is used before words beginning with a consonant sound. Meanwhile, a with an is used before words beginning with a vowel sound. Notice in the third example above that an is used before a noun beginning with a consonant h, because the h in hour, for example, is not pronounced. So hour is pronounced as if it began with a vowel, like hour. Remember that the sound of the noun, not the spelling, determines which indefinite article will be used. There is the definite article. So a and n were indefinite, meanwhile there is a definite article. It indicates that a noun refers to something or something in particular that is known or mentioned before. For example, the woman won the prize. When you say a woman won the prize, it means the woman is indefinite. She is unknown. But when you say the woman, you know that woman very well. So you say the woman won the prize. We use the to talk about both the singular and the plural nouns. For example, the flower, the flowers, the car, the cars. There is also used to talk about things that are unique or known by everybody. For example, the sun, the moon, the earth, the world, the Atlantic Ocean, the president of USA. So you cannot say a sun, but the sun, the moon, not a moon. So use this definite article before these known words. 0 articles. There are words sometimes used without articles. Zero articles is used in a general situation rather than a specific one. It is used with uncountable nouns and with nouns in plural. For example, they say red wine is good for your heart. They say red wine is good for your heart. So we don't say they said the red wine. We don't put the, because red or wine is used in a general situation. For example, you can say students are absent today. When you say students are absent today, it means you are mentioning students in a general way, not specific. But when you say the students are not there, there you have specified. So say students are not there in a general situation. Another example, do you like classical music? You see, do you like classical music? This is in general. It is different from saying, do you like the classical music? You see, do you like classical music? This is classical music in general. So the study shows that girls do better than boys in tests of this type. So boys and girls do better than, girls do better than boys in the test of this type. So boys and girls, this is in general. So there are special cases where you can use zero article. Zero article means there is an absence of article. You don't use any of the articles we mentioned before. For example, use with the most proper names. People, for example, John, Paul, you can say the John Paul. Continent, for example, Africa. Countries, for example, Congo. State, Texas. We say regions like Central Africa. Islands like Cairo, Corsica, New York, mountains, Kilimanjaro, and so on. And you can use a or an, these indefinite articles, plus a new information. When you are giving a new information, this is what people don't know before. We use a or an to refer to somebody for the first time. When we introduce something new to a listener, for example, I bought a new car. You cannot say I bought the new car because you are informing people for the first time. I am talking about the car for the first time, so I say I bought a new car. But when you say I bought the car, there it means you have talked about the car before, and then you are coming to confirm. Good. And is used also for no jar. It means we don't use or and for feminine especially or masculine. No, we use for both. You see, so it does not depend on the gender of the nouns. We use them both for female and male nouns. For example, a boy, a girl, a bike, a car, an elephant, an umbrella, an orange. So this is what we have to tell you about the adjectives plus the articles. In our next video, we are going to tell you also about the position of adjectives. When you have 2, 3, 4 adjectives in the same sentence, which one takes place before? Yeah, you prepare yourselves to welcome that video. Thank you very much. Like the video, subscribe, and share it.